Okay, gang, we're at 905 US Route 66 in Moriarty, and this is the Lewis Antique Auto and Toy Museum. Look at that. That's a neat display of toys.
Okay, thank you.
Got an old pinball machine here. Look at this Chevy pickup. It's not a pickup, it's a Blazer. 1972 Chevy Blazer. That's in good shape. Well, that's obviously been restored. It's got a souped up engine in it. Wow, that's neat. Look at these guys over here. My goodness, they got a bunch of stuff in here. If you like toy trucks, you'd love this. Look at that.
That's pretty neat.
We got trains. It's an old Ford, a 1927 Model T. It's a 1929 Chevy. A 1924 TT Ford dump truck. Man, they've got some nice stuff in here. Here's an old Thunderbird, T-Bird. Wow. There's another T-Bird. Old Ford 1915 Model T touring car. It's a Model A touring car. It's a 1935 Ford Coupe. (1928) Chevy sedan delivery vehicle. This gentleman that owns this place definitely likes cars. The 1926 Model T Roadster. 1919 Model TT truck.
It's so funny looking.
Yeah.
Looks like a toy.
It does. It's a 1917 Rio. I've never even heard of Rio. Yeah, wood
Spokes.
wood spokes.
These too.
Yeah,
I didn't even notice that.
that's cool.
He said nothing is for sale. Nothing is for sale here.
So he's a collector. Tell you the truth, I wouldn't want to sell them either. 1941 Dodge 1.5 ton truck. Here's another T-Bird. Look at the interior, man. Interior's in good shape. That's original. How many miles it got on it? I can't make it out.
Can I try to take a picture and zoom in?
No, it looks like it has 8,350 miles on it. Wow.
Like the inspection sticker, November of '76.
So another old Ford that's in really good shape. Wow. No speedometer on that rascal. It's got a newer flatbed on it. That's nice. Here's another old Ford. You even got a bunch of old bicycles over there. This car right here reminds me of Suzanne Summers' car in American Graffiti.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that cool? It's a 1955 Ford T-Bird. Beautiful, man. Gorgeous. It's a 1948 Plymouth. It's in good shape. Look at the trunk on this baby here. It's a real trunk. It's a 1969 Lincoln Continental Mark III. Got a big old hood on it. And here's a 1932 Nash. Look at that engine with Nash plated on it right there. And there's cars everywhere, man. There's cars everywhere here. There's over 800 cars here. And they're all vintage. I mean, cars, boats, tractors, motorhomes. He's got it all. When we got our tickets, they actually advised us to watch for snakes out here. There was some snakes and a bunch of rabbits. I don't mind running into the rabbits. I don't think I'd want to run into the snakes if I could help it. There's an old Ambassador. And an LTD here in front of me.
See, it's about 66.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. You got California, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, Oklahoma.
Then it goes back to New Mexico.
That's weird.
Yeah.
And then Kansas, all the way up to Chicago up there on the top right. Looks like he's missing a few state license plates from being complete. I've been informed to look at this side over here.
Who's that?
Wow. Those are all license plates, folks. It's not paint. It's real license plates.
Yeah. This looks like it's the New Mexico route. See how it broke down here? Look. Yeah. See? This
Yeah.
is one alignment. That's the other alignment to Santa Fe. So this is all New Mexico.
And this is where we're at right now, Moriarty.
Uh-huh. Look at the Sunset Motel right there.
Yeah.
Funny. Edgewood.
Mm-hmm.
Neat.
That is neat. Somebody spent a lot of time putting that together. 535 miles of New Mexico Route 66. There we go. That tractor's not gonna have a flat tire. Wow, these things look ancient. Looks like a good way to get killed riding on one of those things. That's what they were back in the day. Now it looks like out here on the outside that Mr. Lewis has an affinity for trucks. Now this is more difficult than I thought, to be able to keep my hand steady on the camera and look at the cars and also keep my eye out for snakes. That is a lot of old machinery. It makes you wonder how he came up with over 800 of these vehicles. That's an old Dodge Power Wagon there. That was the four-wheel drive vehicle to have if you were going out into the desert or Death Valley back in the day. That was the best vehicle to handle the roads. Got some big old mean dogs over here on the other side of this fence. I don't want to get too close to them. Let's see. Got a steamroller here. He's got a little bit of everything. Look at all these old trucks though. I mean, if you have an unusual job that you need to have done, he's probably got a truck that would have done it. Well, that's a good looking one there. What a great body that was on that car. I mean, it's in not too good a shape now, obviously, but that was a good looking sedan, or I should call it a sedan, or what would you call that? That's nice. Some of this stuff is huge. I mean, some of these vehicles are really big. See what he's got back over here. He's got a whole collection of vehicles that any one of them could have been Bonnie and Clyde's car, it looks like. Pretty cool. Here's an old Crosley. Looks like a big go-kart. Is this another Crosley? Let me see if I can see on the front. I can't tell.
This right here. Let me see. I'm afraid there might be snakes.
Don't go back there.
It's a. Yes, this is a Crosley.
Another Crosley, yeah. I guess those were just for motoring around town. They're tiny. Here's a commuter. I don't know who made the commuter. See if I can see any emblems on the back and get an idea. Looks like the inside's gotten rat infested at some time, and they enjoyed dinner on those seats.
Wow.
That's interesting. I don't know who made the commuter. Anybody
Mercury.
out there knows? A Mercury? Okay.
It's right here.
It's a Mercury commuter. I didn't even realize that Mercury made a station wagon. I bet that's a fairly extremely rare car. Boy, he's got a bunch of them though. Boy, I'll tell you what, those guys from American Pickers would be in heaven right here. Till they started negotiating and found out he doesn't sell anything. That looks like Bonnie and Clyde's car after the ambush. I wonder if he just went out to the desert and found these things in the desert somewhere and put them on flatbeds and pulled them back here. I just have no idea where he would find all these old cars. Of course, I believe the owner is 85 years old. So if he started his collection when he was young, these were probably much easier to find. Oh, look at that Dodge Street van.
Isn't that cool? That's so cool.
That's neat. Yeah, that's neat. I wonder if it was ever turned into a custom van. Yeah, it was. It's got the bubble windows on the back. I thought about buying an old van and customizing it. I always did like the vans. Plenty of room. This place is just, it's massive. This place is so big you can spend a full day here and not see everything. Honestly, it is huge. You can, let me hold this camera up and show you just how big this is. Isn't that crazy? It's got one section over here that, oh goodness, I'd say it's about half the size of a basketball court, and it's just engines. It's just engines everywhere, right over there. There's just too much stuff to see in one day. Honestly, this place is unbelievable. I heard about this place online, but I just saw a picture of the few of the cars, and I thought, okay, we're gonna look at some old, you know, rusted out cars. I didn't see the ones inside, and I sure didn't see the massive amount of cars that are here. He's even got 18-wheeler tractor trailers back here. Wonder if he's got any cab overs. He's got a little bit of everything. I bet you he's got he's got a cab over right there in front of me. We used to drive trucks, and every once in a while we'd see one going down the highway. Cab overs. A lot of people, the younger people, don't know that in order to work on the engine, you would release the pins on the back of the cab, and that entire cab would it would come forward and almost come, what, to about a 45-degree angle forward, if you can imagine. This cab right here, there we go. This cab right here, sitting straight up like this, you would actually tilt it that way to get to the engine. So everything in this driver's bunk where he sleeps back here, and everything up front would have to be stowed away, or else when they lifted that front cab up, it would all end up in his floorboard and his windshield. There we go. There's a nice Ford. That's a Ranchero. That was Ford's version of the El Camino. You don't see many that old. Not anymore. What do you think, Jan?
It's pretty cool, man. It's hot out here, though. But I've never seen a collection like this ever. It's really totally unique.
And we just barely touched on the collection. I mean, there's a heck of a lot more here than what we saw. I don't even know the makes of probably half of these vehicles out here. Interesting though, just looking at all the different body styles and how they've changed over the years. My preference, I like the old stuff better. I think there was more design features in the old vehicles that, of course, I'm older now. If I was young, I'd be, oh, I want a Tesla, I want a Tesla. But no, oop, got a hair in front of the lens there. I would want to jump all over these old vehicles now. Wow, yeah, look at that one.
Yeah, I know.
It's an International. There's several Internationals over there. Look at this. You know, I bet this car looked old when it was new. Wow. Wood spokes with solid rubber tires.
It says horseless carriage, Grand Canyon State, Arizona, 1956.
Crank her up, see if she'll start. Isn't that cool? Look at the size of that steering wheel on that thing. Wow. Got another old Ford over here that's got a hand crank on the front.
Strange RV tours will take you places with Greg and Janet's smiling faces. You might see a crazy flavored soda review or some tips to fit your RV too. So come along, won't you join us, friend, as we discover what's around the bend. Just sit right back in your easy chair. Strange RV Tours is on the air. Strange RV Tours is on the air.